fellow cinema enthusiasts, my name is Christina and welcome to another Let's Get Reelz movie review. Today is my segment I like to call What's on Netflix, where I tell you what's on Netflix that maybe you never heard of. Or I used to say what had a low rating, but I don't know the rating system anymore on Netflix because they changed everything. So this review is going to a movie that I am sure nobody has ever heard of, unless it just popped up on Netflix. It was called The Saint, and Eliza Dushku is actually in this movie, and that's kind of what caught my eye. And then also the story of The Saint is that he's an international thief, but he's the good guy. And if you're not familiar with the show Leverage always has my heart. That is about a group of con artists who are the good guys, and I love that kind of a story where it's like, you know, somebody's a thief, con artist, you know, things like that, hacker, like in Leverage, that they're the good guys. I just think it makes it interesting. So I saw that concept and I'm like, I have got to see this movie. And then I saw that it was from some of the producers of Alias, and Alias is the love of my life. I mean, if you can't see right up here. So I was like, okay, let's try this out. And the scene wasn't too bad. The story was okay. I don't really know if I can go into too much detail because I was just like, it's alright. But the guy who plays the Saint is a thief named Simon Templar, played by Adam Rayner, and he is just, like I said, he's an international thief, just known as the Saint, and he'll steal money and stuff, but then he'll give it to like any organization that needs money, things like that. And he's a good guy, and he has like all these gadgets. He's kind of like a James Bond, you know, like you can tell like they wanted to make him like James Bond. And Eliza Dushku, who plays Patricia Holm, the character, she is like kind of his money penny or his Q, and it's okay, you know, it's okay. And there's like this whole big story surrounding his childhood and why he became the Saint, why his last name is Templar. The main idea of the story is that Simon is supposed to be helping this like wealthy guy who was being blackmailed to find his daughter who had been kidnapped, and you know, action, all kinds of stuff in this movie. You would think I hated it, but I really didn't. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't memorable. But I have to say, I mean, you can tell it was a TV movie, just because the production value was really bad. And I mean, the dialogue wasn't bad. The character of Patricia, Eliza Dushku, was awesome. I would have loved to have seen more of her backstory. Like, you can never really tell it had the producers of Alias behind it, because Patricia was very kick-ass. There was one scene I was like, damn, I see the spirit of Sydney Bristow lingering around there. And you know, it was okay. It was okay. The Saint was alright, but I'm not gonna tell you to like not go watch it. You know, still check it out. Also, Adam Rayner, if you guys have ever heard of the series Hunted, he played the character Aiden. Hunted was a really, really good series. I think that was on FX, and it stars Melissa George. Oh my god, Hunted, again, it was like a very dark version of Alias, and it actually starred Melissa George, who was in Alias. Definitely check that out. Maybe I'll do a review on it because that was really good. And his character, his acting was a lot better on Hunted than it was in The Saint, but I can't complain. He's a good actor. He's not that bad, Adam Rayner. I wouldn't mind sitting through some of his other stuff. But you know, once I figured out he was in Hunted, I was like, oh damn, alright, I gotta go watch it. So he played Aiden in Hunted. So that was kind of a review of The Saint. Again, I'm not gonna say don't watch it because it's not terrible. If you're just one night like, what am I gonna watch? Stick The Saint on. I mean, if you just want something on in the background, stick that on. If you guys are a fan of Leverage, if you've ever seen Leverage and you like that idea where they're supposed to be bad guys but they're the good guys who are helping out people by doing not the greatest things, yeah, check out The Saint. I think you might like it. So if you guys liked, maybe, possibly, hopefully, somewhat sat through and liked this review, please give it a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below. If you have seen The Saint, let's talk about it. If you like Alias, if you like Leverage, whatever you want, down in the comments, and we'll talk about that. And if you have any Netflix movies or shows that you would like me to watch and review, leave them in the comments as well. And if I pick your movie or show and I watch it and I review it, I'll give you a shout out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future What's on Netflix reviews and other Let's Get Reelz movie reviews. And as always, keep watching movies and stay absolutely fabulous.